Hello, this is Chaplain Ch Knudeson. I'm excited to come to you again via technology and share a few inspirational words with you today. A couple weeks ago, I drove by a church and they had a sign out front, and on the sign it said, "Wash like Pilate, pray like Jesus." Quite a funny statement to make and very appropriate as we're in the midst of a pandemic and we know we need to be washing our hands frequently, and we certainly want to be praying. That passage, or the words "wash like Pilate," though, come from Matthew's Gospel in the 26th chapter, and that passage takes place right about the time of year we're celebrating right now, as we are coming to Palm or Passion Sunday, this Sunday, the 5th of April, the week before Easter. In fact, in the 26th chapter of Matthew, we read the incident where Jesus has been brought before Pilate, the Roman governor, and the religious leaders and the crowds are yelling for the crucifixion of Jesus. Now, Pilate's wife wisely advises him, don't participate in what they're asking you to do. Stay clear of this situation. And Pilate's own conscience was telling him not to get involved in the crucifixion of Jesus, but he gave in to peer pressure. He gave in to what was happening around him and made a decision to allow the crucifixion of Jesus. Extra biblical stories tell that Pilate may have spent the rest of his life being a compulsive hand washer. Friends, there's some good news I want to share with you. When we put our faith and trust in Jesus, he washes us and cleanses us. He alone is the one that can make us clean and wash away all our guilt and shame, cover our sins from the past and the present and the future through his own sacrificial love. I want to encourage you in this season, in this pandemic, that you look to Jesus and you trust him for his cleansing power. Because all of us are tempted to keep washing our hands, to keep trying to do something to deal with the mistakes, the struggles, the sins that we've made, to get rid of guilt and shame. But Jesus is the only one that can wash us clean. And thanks be to God, he wants to do that for you. And this is a great time to look to Jesus and trust him. And to do what the little church sign says, to be washed, but to let God do it, and then to pray. When we become children of God, we put our faith and trust in him. We have this avenue to communicate with God and to hear from God, an incredible opportunity to touch into supernatural power, tap into it, and to allow God to minister and heal, guide, and lead us. So friends, today I want to encourage you, pray like Jesus. Learn a little bit more about prayer. Make time every single day to pray for yourself, to pray for your community, your neighborhood, for our nation, for this world, for our leaders. Pray for those you know that are sick and hurting and anxious. There is no end to the power of God that can work in and through us. And when we learn to pray like Jesus, even if they're short, simple prayers like, "Father, I don't know what to pray, but I know I need your help," he listens. Cry out to Jesus and say, "Help me. I'm afraid, I'm lonely, I'm anxious. Please send your Spirit to encourage me." But open up this powerful channel of prayer. Pray like Jesus in these days, friends. I want you to know, too, that the Kirtland Air Force Base Chaplain Corps is praying for you. And if we can help you, call us at the Base Chapel at 505-853-5000. If you need to get a hold of us in a crisis or emergency, call the Kirtland Air Force Base Command Post and ask for the duty chaplain. Again, the chapel number is 853-5000 locally. God bless you and God keep you. Know that we're praying for you, and I look forward to the day when we can see you again face to face.